IBOM State Chief Dr. Godswill Obodo Akpabio. We have Flyover 1 over there. Then Flyover 2 is where the bridge we are on top of. And Flyover 3, we shall drive through that. This also came alongside the dualization of this federal road going to Calabar. The road we are on, the road you are seeing here now goes straight to Calabar. It's a federal road. We took it all the way, 29, 30 kilometers on the way to Calabar. And this way goes all the way to Port Harcourt. It's another the federal road all the way to Port Harcourt. We've taken it all the way to Abag and then made it right to Ikorokpene. You will see as we move on. The beautiful flyover, we have more flyovers that you will see because His Excellency has built, completed and commissioned 4 new flyovers within this last few years of his administration. If you used to come to AKWA IBOM State, or for those of you who schooled in Calabar, you will remember this, what Itam Junction used to look like. It used to be a waterlogged environment, a very poorly designed, poor traffic flow, and we had a clogged market environment there. There used to be one thing called the peace column. We had to save the peace column so that those who knew this place, when they see the peace column, they will know, they will remember or recall what Itam Junction used to look like. You will see the peace column over there, the yellow artistic structure. We saved that and transplanted it to a beautiful location there for people to know. It's a major signpost for those who knew about Itam Junction. So this is the concentric flyovers location in AKWA IBOM State.
Well, thank you, Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Minister. To give you the perspective in terms of the figures, we have done 232 kilometers of federal roads dualized. The one that is 56 kilometers, the Etimekpo, that one is a single lane. But all the other ones, most of the other ones are dualized, as the Commissioner explained. 232 with these bridges, flyovers and bridges in some of the other locations. And as I explained to the Honorable Minister, we have spent 132 billion naira intervening on federal roads. And I hope with this tour, the Minister will help us get the refunds. I thank you.
Very quickly, sir, let me just add something. The questions I know, let me anticipate this because the reporters will ask, why flyovers? We needed to manage the inflow and outflow of traffic within the city center and divert traffic carefully so that those who are coming, for instance, from Aba, another federal road coming from Aba to Ikorokpene that the state government is dualizing right now, could very seamlessly get on this flyover, hit Atiku Abubakar, and they can go to the airport without getting into the old city of Uyo. So the essence was to manage, divert, and manage traffic in a way that will allow people to move freely. This used to be a very high traffic point for trucks. So His Excellency decided to take all of that trouble out of the people within AKWA IBOM State and other commuters and road users, because from Aba heading to Oron, the major traffic route from Calabar all the way to Port Harcourt, another traffic route. And if you listen to the Secretary to Government earlier, he did talk about the number of trucks that come out of Cross River State and the Akampa area taking chippings and stones out of that state to various parts of Nigeria through this road. And you can see the importance of this road and that is serving Nigerians very well. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know, in many other cities, if you look under the flyovers, usually you find hoodlums. And because of the environment, but this is different. If you can walk up and you take a look, you will understand that even hoodlums will run away because of how beautiful the environment is. Honorable Minister.
Any questions? Honorable Minister, this bridge and all the other road network was done even futuristic. We looked at the chart on the highway design with a consultant, and we took all of that into consideration because it's an evolving city, so you cannot start now to stop traffic of such to come in. I want to give you an idea. Even the deep sea port construction, we looked at that these containers will have to traverse from the deep sea port to Aba, being the commercial center in the south-south. All of that was taken into consideration.
Any more comment? I think this launch has weakened people.
No, it's self-evident.
First, this is the second or third time I'm coming through this place. When I first visited here, the governor himself took me to these flyovers and showed me the kind of work he was doing, you know. And then we came with the president again to this area. This talk for me is simply to enable the media see the kind of work that people are doing all over the country, which we never ever have. We don't report at all. We don't report. We don't report. These flyovers here have never made a headline in anywhere in our newspapers in recent times. I don't remember opening any national newspapers and saying, look, oh, this is what is happening in Oyo. You won't have it. So journalism is not just about politics. Journalism is about development. This is my standpoint. Journalism should report development that is going on in this country. Journalism is not doing so, or not doing so sufficiently, which is not right. Because if we report progress, it means that investors will come. It means that the image internationally will change. It means that people look at us more seriously. They will not only look at Nigeria as a country of maybe crimes or some terror groups in some places, but they'll also see side by side that there is work that is going on in Nigeria. And that work going on in Nigeria is not to be located in Abuja. It is spread out in all parts of the Federation through the work of state governments, through the work of local governments, through the work of federal government. We are not reporting our country as we should. And when we went, those of you who were in London during the Honorary International Investment Council, you know, the leader, Lyndon Chok, and everybody was saying, there is too much negative coming out of Nigeria, and that is frustrating investment. That makes people begin to look at our country as if it's a country where nothing works. All because of politics. Just because of politics. We are ready to run down everything, pick our pen and say, look, this country is condemned, this country is so bad. You know, even if you have a child and you continue to say, oh, you are so bad, that child will never make progress. That child will never make progress. I am not claiming that Nigeria is working perfectly. We know we have challenges. Those challenges are real. But for God's sake, even in war, there is something positive taking place. Even in war, there is something positive taking place. Children, weddings are still taking place. People are still laughing. Even in a funeral, some people are discussing progress and laughing. Is it not so? But the way we report this country, we just sit in Abuja and Lagos and dismiss everything that is happening in Nigeria. Now, this is the quarrel I have, and this is the reason for the National Good Governance Tour. There is a need for us to go around Nigeria and see that our country is working. Is it working sufficiently according to our resources and capacity? No. We can run faster. But for God's sake, don't say they are not moving at all. This is the way that I see. So I see that if you sit here, if you have been in this state, maybe like I used to come in the 80s and the 90s, and you now come and see this is the new Uyo, you can't say that Nigeria has not made progress, democracy has failed this country. Because when you see some people write, they will just give you the impression that democracy is not working in Nigeria at all. Now, as we go around, at least all of us who are on this tour, we see that before military rule, this state existed for how many years before military rule? 1987 to 1999.
No, before democracy. Before civilian rule.
Eh? Yeah, before civilian rule. Now, if you look at the progress that civilian rule has brought to Uyo, to AKWA state, and compare all that was done under the military, will you now argue that democracy is bad for Nigeria? Will you then say that democracy is not working? Or people say some parties are not working. Some parties are not working. As I go around, I begin to see that every party is working. Oh, every political party is doing something. Every government elected by all the political parties, they are working. We went to Abga State. we went to Anambra State and we saw that there is work being done. We can't say that there is no work that is going on there. We cannot say that. We also went to Ebonyi and we saw that work is being done. So this matter is not about which, that's why I say let's collapse political party differences and let us go out and see the progress that is being made by all elected people. In AKWA today, we can see that this country is working, that democracy is working. This is the clearest evidence yet of the, if this democracy has been here, let's say since 1960, without military rule, just imagine what would have happened to our country. If we had this consistently, you know, decade after decade, since 1960, I am sure this country would have been ahead of Asia. In many of the Asian countries that were behind us, would never have overtaken us. So the difference between India and us is that they continue on the democratic plane. Because there is nobody you elect that feels comfortable without working. Because once you elect him, he's under pressure. He must do something because he went around to say, if you elect me, this is what I will do. And that is why democracy is better. Even when we disagree, it is about development. So I want us to now, as we stand on these flyovers here in AKWA, take a look at the changes that have taken place here in a span of 6 years. Now, assuming after AKWA, you have another governor that comes this way, then after him, another one, then after him, another one. Then you will begin to see where society will go. So, and my worry is that if you're not located in Abuja or Lagos, you're out of the news. Nobody reports you. Nobody reports you. It should not be so. It should not be so. It is important that wherever we are in this country, there must be access to the news. There must be access. Because as I go around, I begin to see, when I went to Ebonyi, I was shocked. Because Ebonyi never gets mentioned anywhere. But we went to Ebonyi and we saw what Governor Lechi was doing. Everybody was paralyzed. Why? Because he's working. You understand? So there's a lot of work going on. From all the states who have gone in the south, from Cross River to Rivers to Bayelsa, Delta, and here. It's only Edo that didn't show us what they are doing. So we don't know. But we know that in all the places we have visited, we have seen efforts. And Edo, we saw the gigantic federal projects. All the flyovers there were done, like you go to Edo now, you want to go to Ori, it's flyover. You want to go to Lagos, it's express. You want to go to Abuja, another express. And those are the states that give, you know, the least impression about what we're doing at the federal level. Let me thank AKWA for the intervention on the federal roads, because it's important that we know that if a state has resources and they intervene, that is the synergy. That is the federal synergy that we're talking about. I earlier told you that Governor AKWA is one governor that has shown a lot of synergy, a lot of cooperation, because he knows that in this matter we're all together. So we are not opposed to federal government intervening, to state governments intervening in federal roads, especially those of them that go through your own headquarters now. Because those federal roads maybe were one lane before. Now you have more fortune and you're looking at this city in a grander style, and there is a need to add another lane. And therefore it's important that you intervene and modernize within the metropolis that you are setting up. That is very, very good. I have no problem with it at all. And the president has said over and over again that he would like to work with state governments. Like I said, federal government is not a rival to states. We are not competing with states. Our duty is to help states to develop. That's why federal government exists, to serve states. If we build a road, it's for AKWA people. If we bring a police station, it's for you. If we bring a hospital, it's for you. Anything we do here is for the people of that state. And that is why disagreement should not be there at all. Therefore, the interventions we said we have made,